In this video, I'll show how to use a Microsoft form to send Outlook calendar invites automatically using Power Automate. Someone fills out a form, picks a date and time, and a calendar invite is created and sent to them automatically. I'll also show you how to do the same thing but with a Teams meeting link included. Let's build it. First, I need to create a form. I'll go to forms.microsoft.com and click New Form. I'll give it a title, Book a Consultation. Now let's add the questions. The first question is full name. I'll select the text and type full name. I'll mark it as required. Next is email address. I'll select the text question. For the question label, I'll type email address. I'll mark it as required as well. Now, for the email address field, I'll select more settings, select restrictions, and here for the restrictions, I'll select email. So this field accepts only an email address. Now I need the meeting date. I'll add the next question and I'll select the date field and here I'll type meeting date. This is also a required field. For the meeting time, I'll select a choice question and here I'll type meeting. For the options, I'll type 10 AM and another is 11 AM. The next time is 2 PM and one is 3 PM. You can change this to whatever times work for you. I'll also mark it as required. I'll add the last question here. I'll select the text field and here I'll type reason for meeting. I'll keep this field optional. The form is ready. Let's preview it. I'll click this preview button and here how the form looks. You can design the form with the fields you need. I have created a short form for this demonstration. Now I'll go to Power Automate to build the flow. You can go to Power Automate using the menu here, Power Automate, or you can visit make.powerautomate.com to open the Power Automate dashboard. Here I'll click the Create option and I'll select Automated Cloud Flow. For the flow name, I'll type Book a Consultation. For the trigger of the flow, I'll search with Forms and select when a new response is submitted and click this Create button. Here in the trigger, I need to select the form we created. I'll click here Form ID and I'll select the form, Book a Consultation. I'll add the next action here. I'll click this plus icon. I'll search with Form and I'll select this Get Response Details. With this action, we will get the responses from the form submission. Here I need to select the form ID. I'll select the same form, Book a Consultation, and for the response ID, I'll select this dynamic option and select the response ID from the trigger. Now here's the important part. We need to combine the date and time together and format it like this. But the form gives us the date and time as two separate values, so we need to combine them. I'll add a compose action here. I'll search for compose. I'll select the compose action. I'll name this action time map. In the input field, I'll add a JSON object that maps each time slot to its 24-hour version. This is a simple lookup. When the form says 2 PM, this gives us this 14:00:00. If you add more time slots to your form, just add them here as well. Now I'll add the next compose action. I'll search for compose. I'll select the compose action. Here I'll rename this to start date. In the input field, I'll use an expression to combine the date and time. I'll select this expression option and here I need to add the expression. We are combining the date and time, so I'll type concat and start the parenthesis and then from the dynamic content I'll select the meeting date. Then after a comma, inside single quotation, I'll type capital T. We need to do this because the calendar create event action accepts the date and time in this format only. It has a T, you see? This is the date and this is the time and in between we have a T. So we need to add the T manually here. So I added the T here, see. Now after a comma, I'll add the output from the time map action. Here we are combining the date and time together. After this, I'll type a question mark, then I'll start the square bracket, and then inside the square bracket, I'll select the meeting time from the get response details action. So this is the meeting time. Here I have made a mistake, you see. All the expressions should be inside this concat function. So I'll just delete this parenthesis and add it here. So now we are good. These will convert the meeting time into the correct format we need. Now I'll click the add button. Now I need the end time for the meeting. I'll need to add one more compose action here. I'll search for compose. I'll add it. I'll rename this compose action to end time. And for the end time, inside the input, I'll select expression and I'll add the expression here. This expression takes the start date and time from the previous compose action and adds 1 hour to that time. You can change this value to something else if you want a different meeting duration. I'll click this add button. Now the last action. I'll need to create the calendar events and send the invites. So I'll click this plus icon. I'll search with calendar and here I'll select create event v4 from the Office 365 Outlook group. So create event v4. I'll select the calendar ID, my calendar. The name of the calendar is calendar. And for the subject, I'll type consultation. After a dash, I'll select the full name from the form submission. So this is the full name from the form submission. I'll type a slash and I'll type my name. These would be the title for the meeting. You can design the meeting title as per your requirement. For the start time, I'll select this dynamic option and select the start time output. And for the end time, I'll select the end time output. For the time zone, I need to select my local time zone. So I'll type for my time zone. Now I need to add the attendees so they receive the calendar invite. I'll click on the advanced parameters and I'll select required attendees. So here's the field required attendees. I'll click this settings option, use dynamic content, and I'll click this button again and I'll pick the email address from the form submission. Email address. I'll also add body from the advanced parameters. In the body, I'll type hi, then after a space, I'll pick the full name. Here's the full name. Then after a comma, I'll type your consultation has been confirmed. And I can type here reason. After a colon, I can pick the reason from the dynamic content. This is the reason for meeting. That is the complete flow. Let's save it. I'll click the save button. Now let me test it. I'll click the test button. I'll click this manually option and click the test button again. I'll open the form. Here I'll go to preview and I need to fill out the form. So I'll type just John Doe or anything. Email address, I'll pick this email address. Meeting date, I'll pick this meeting date, and for the meeting time, I'll pick this meeting time, 2 p.m. This is a test meeting, it's good. This is an optional field, so I can keep this blank. Now I'll submit the form. Now let's go to Power Automate and check the flow run. The flow ran successfully, every step completed without any error. Now let me check the calendar. I can see the event has been created with the correct date, 20 April. And the time is 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. We have selected 2 p.m. and the meeting is for 1 hour, so the meeting ends at 3 p.m. And this is the attendee from the form submission, you see. And if I check the attendees inbox, they have received the email. And this is the meeting title and this is the body we created in the Power Automate flow. They can accept this meeting or decline this. Now, if you also need a Teams meeting link in the invite, you do not need to use the create event action. Instead, I'll show you how to use the create a Teams meeting action. So I'll just delete this action here. I'll add the next action and I'll search for Teams. And I'll select create a Teams meeting. For the subject, I'll type consultation with, and then I'll pick the name from the dynamic content, full name. For the body of the Teams meeting, I'll just type hi, and then from the dynamic content, I'll pick the full name, comma, your meeting has been confirmed. Please use the Teams link to join the meeting. For the time zone, I'll select my local time zone, India Standard Time, and for the start time, I'll pick the same start time, and for the end time, I'll select the end time here. And for the calendar ID, I'll pick the calendar ID. And from the advanced parameters, I need to add the attendees, required attendees. For this required attendees, I'll click the settings, use dynamic content, and from this dynamic content option, I'll select the email address. Let me save this. I'll click save. I'll click the test button. I'll click manually, click test. I'll go to the form, and here I'll submit another response. This time I'll use same name, same email address, and here I'll pick a different date. I'll pick 22 and I'll pick 10 AM. I'll leave this field blank. I'll click submit. Let's go to Power Automate. The flow ran successfully. Now if I check the calendar, here I can see one event has been created. This is the title, consultation with John Doe, and this is the attendee. And this is the meeting body. The attendee also receives the calendar invite with the Teams link included. They can join the meeting directly from this invite. So now you have two options. If you just need a calendar invite, use the create event action from Outlook. If you also need a Teams meeting link, use the create a Teams meeting action. The form and the date and time logic stays exactly the same. You only swap the last action. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Leave your feedback in the comments below. Thank you for watching.